Hey everybody, Nick Dye, aka the Quartermaster for Just Cool Stuff video magazine with another movie review for you. I had the privilege of taking my wife to go see The Great Gatsby last night. Now this is a film that we've been looking forward to for quite some time. I'm going to try to keep this short and simple. We're going to be going to see Star Trek tomorrow, the next day, and we're going to have a review of that up immediately. That's another one I'm really looking forward to. But I digress. Back to the Great Gatsby. We were looking forward to this because Baz Luhrmann was helming this as the director, and he captured Moulin Rouge with such vibrancy and such brilliance, and we looked to see if he was going to do the same thing. And I will say he did that without any question. I think this time, well, not this time, but later on in the year, if the Academy can remember this, they will possibly give him a nod for visual effects. I think he captured the excess and the essence of the Roaring '20s in a way on film that F. Scott Fitzgerald was able to do in novelization with his original writings of The Great Gatsby. However, much like that novel, it wasn't intended to be a screenplay, so it has its lulls and it has its moments where it just doesn't keep you as much as it should, and that is something that really hurts this film. This is not one of my favorite films, however, it contains some of my favorite performances. I think everybody, ironically, I think everybody did their part, and they did a fantastic part. But the film itself just kind of drags at points, and the high points are very high points, but the low points are very low points. So to jump into the acting really quick, Leonardo DiCaprio is Jay Gatsby. Phenomenal. The guy is possibly the greatest actor we have of our time, and I will say that he did a better job than Robert Redford did with the original film. And it was... He captures Jay Gatsby with all of his egotistical nature and all of his strength and all of his swagger and bravado, but he also holds on to that fragility that Jay Gatsby has, so that when it comes time for his world to crash down around him, it does it in such a way that it just pulls at your heart. It just hurts. You know, you just want to plead to those that are pulling his world down around him to stop. And I will jump right into that, saying that in order to have that kind of performance, you have to have a co-star that really pulls it together for you, and I think Carey Mulligan as Daisy Buchanan did that beautifully. She was such a gem to watch on screen, and she has that same fragile nature, and at times even a selfishness that really defines her, and she was just a beauty to watch. I will say, other than DiCaprio, my favorite performance in this was Joel Edgerton as Tom Buchanan. He's old money, and he's got that snobby demeanor and walk about him and air about him. And he really carries that in this. And when it comes time for him to deny Jay Gatsby the love of Daisy Buchanan, he does it in such a way that is so... it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. And not in a negative way. I'm just saying it leaves this... you just want to reach through the screen and smack the crap out of him. Tobey Maguire as Nick Carraway, fantastic narrator, and I think he does exactly... he actually achieves it better on film than they do in the novel, which is he stands back and lets the story be told, even though he's telling the story. I know, try to follow me on this one. He manages to weave himself into the background in certain parts and let the story just lay itself out, and then brings it back very well when he goes back into the narration. And I think it's a true test of the caliber actor that Tobey Maguire is. Isla Fisher was fantastic in this film too, as Tom Buchanan's mistress. And you know, like I said, the high points are tremendous high points. I will say there's one scene in this that I think may possibly be the best cinematic moment that I have seen in the last 10 years, barring Heath Ledger's performance in The Dark Knight. There's a scene where Jay Gatsby and Daisy Buchanan meet for the first time in 5 years. They haven't seen each other in years. And the soundtrack, this beautiful soundtrack of modern music and classic 20s music, is silenced, and all you hear is the rain, and there is a sopping wet Jay Gatsby looking at Daisy Buchanan, and all you can do is hear their breathing, and it's the breathing of seeing someone you haven't seen for years that you have such tremendous love for. It's almost like seeing a ghost, where they're almost intangible. And I think it's something that that just took my breath away. You know, something that was beautiful. So if you get a chance, get out and go see The Great Gatsby. Maybe you have a different opinion. Wasn't my favorite film, but you know, I think they did a solid job performance-wise. So from all of us here at Just Cool Stuff Video Magazine, this is Nick Dye, and I'll be updating you in the next day or so with a review for Star Trek Into Darkness. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.